Objective 2 is the law of reflection. It's the very first thing we did in class, and that says that any incident angle, any incident ray of light coming into a reflective surface will reflect off at the same angle it came in at. So the incident angle is going to equal the reflected angle. So when you have a ray of light coming down and striking a mirror, it's going to bounce off so that those rays of light look symmetric to one another. So if I were to ask you if we had an incident ray coming in, and it came in at 43 degrees, and by the way, you always want to measure from this center line that we call the normal. You want to measure from there over. And if I measured that to be 43 degrees, where would the reflected ray come out at? And if you're following the law of reflection, it in fact comes out also at 43 degrees. They should be the same because the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. And what about for curved mirrors? Do they follow the law of reflection? They certainly do. And we saw this when we took the paper outside to burn it. When you've got all these rays of light coming in, let's say from the sun, these are all incident rays coming into this curved mirror. If you're to draw a tangent to the circle, so pretend that, this curved mirror is infinitesimally flat, right at that little spot right there. Right where it hits, you can kind of treat that as a flat mirror right at that point. And if you treat that as a flat mirror right at that point and then follow the law of reflection, make this symmetric, that the angle that it came in at is the angle it goes out at, and we can draw the little normal there and test it. The angle that it came in is the angle that it goes out. And you do that all the way across for all. So you can see that curved mirrors do follow the law of reflection. They come together at one point called the focus. And for any curvature that will happen. And this would be for this concave mirror. For convex mirrors, they also follow the law of reflection. And so if I draw a curved mirror here and say, well, let's take a look at the rays of light, coming in and hitting this mirror, what do? Well, they certainly don't converge to one point. They diverge. This is a divergent mirror. They move away. But they certainly follow the law of reflection. So again, if you were to draw as if this is a flat mirror at any given spot, and then follow the law of reflection, same thing happens. It comes in, angle out, angle in, angle out, like so. And you can even, take a look. If you were to divide a normal down the middle, this angle would equal this angle all the way down. And the way that you know what angle those are going to diverge from is they all come from the focus as if from behind the mirror. So I didn't draw these very straight, but they should come all the way back to the focus. Let me erase this here. This is what happens when Mrs. Page tries to make videos very quickly, is they should all come back to one spot, which is the focus that would be inside the mirror. So all those reflected rays come back.